Hello, Jen Joseph, Envisage Executive Coaching, releasing your confidence. So, as I said, we're going to go deeper into the issue of confidence and what is it. And now I want to look at, and for you to look at also, what are the things that go against confidence? So, I have three ideas, three ideas, the things that go against confidence: anxiety, self-efficacy, and trust. Now, in terms of anxiety, to me, that would be when we're plagued by self-doubt and we're locked into a cycle from which we cannot find a solution, but we become desperate for a solution. But as we get locked into this cycle, instead of it being able to project us out with an answer, the cycle gets smaller and smaller and tighter and tighter and tighter, and so we become more anxious. As a result, when I think about it, I would feel drained of my ability to set any goals for myself because I can't launch myself out of that situation. I would feel diminished in my belief about my abilities, my competencies, and my capacity to do something about my situation. I would feel destabilized, and my emotional responses would be in terms of wanting to protect myself. So I become very closed about the outcome. I am limiting myself when it comes to the outcome. So one of the things then that would go against a state of confidence is anxiety and its various ramifications. The next would be a lack of self-efficacy. Okay, let me break that one down. It's self-belief, an idea that I am able to solve a problem or a challenge through the knowledge I currently hold, but I am not looking at where else can I find information to move forward. I'm only stuck in what I have and the lack of, rather than looking for resources elsewhere. Now, one of the things that is possible to do when it comes to self-efficacy and self-belief is to have mentors that will then teach you, this is how you do it, A, B, C, D, and you follow in their footsteps and learn by rote. So that's one way to move forward. And mentoring is a really, really good way to learn because you're shortcutting all the hurdles. You're missing out all the mines that you could step on along the way. And the other one, of course, is learning by experience. So you go through an experience, you take time to reflect, learn the lesson the first time around, rather than having to go through it again and again and again. And be warned, when we don't take the lesson the first time around, each time we have to go through an experience to learn that lesson, it gets harder and harder and harder. Now, there was a quote in the Bible that says that that when you cast that demon out of lack of self-belief, that it goes away for a while, but then it wants to come back home. And when it comes, it brings 7 more of its own kind. And then the experience becomes harder. So we can see that it's best to learn a lesson the first time around. You've gone through the experience, you do a bit of reflection, you develop a certain amount of self-belief, which gives us self-efficacy, the ability to trust ourselves to do something. But when there is little self-efficacy, when there is little self-belief, then confidence is blocked. I'd like you to spend some time thinking about these things and where you stand. Where are your gaps? How can you address those gaps right now? And what can you do positively to ensure that you are vulnerable, but that you're not exposed? Okay, this is Jen Joseph from Envisage Executive Coaching, Releasing Your Confidence.